Hector Salazar 2698 says, I was wondering if you can test Spider-Man 2. I'm going to purchase a PS5 soon and also get Spider-Man 2 with it. I said, I got you. What is up, gamers? It's Will777JP back at it again with another Will It Play with No Internet. And today, up to bat, we got Spider-Man 2 requested by Hector Salazar. Hector, you said you're about to get a PS5 too, or I'm sorry, you said you're about to get a PS5 soon, and Spider-Man 2 is the game you want to get. So today we're going to be testing Spider-Man 2 to see if it's on the disc and to see if Hector should buy it. You know what I mean? Now, Spider-Man 2 I had a great time with it. I thought it was an awesome game. The story, I didn't like as much as the first one. It was decent, but the gameplay mechanics are crazy good. The visuals, crazy good. Had a great time playing as Venom, and I'm so thankful that I got my 18 inches of Venom with the collector's edition, and I also got the steelbook case there. So, the game is fun, right? But what are we here for today is to test the game to see if, one, we can install it with no internet, two, can we play it with no internet, and three, if there's an update once we connect back to the internet, how big is this update? So let's check it out. I'm just going to scoot the camera a little bit up here real quick so we can check out the case. Now, the steelbook case that we have here to the right, I showed you guys this case in my steelbook case collection video. Awesome case. Not like the best steelbook case that I got, but it's decent. And then here is the game with Peter Parker, Miles Morales. Man, don't forget, Miles Morales also released at the beginning of the PlayStation Gen. So, if you guys are interested in having me test this one, hit the comment section down below, and we can also test it to see if it will play. So, Spider-Man 2, here's what it looks like on the inside. Alright, let's go ahead and flip it around. And right here it says 98 gigs minimum. So it's cutting it pretty close to the threshold. For those of you guys that don't know, PlayStation discs hold up to 100 gigs. Xbox discs only hold up to 50 gigs. Nintendo Switch cartridges, I think they hold up to 40 or 30 or something like that. I'm unsure. I'm unsure about the Nintendo Switch. It's not my preferred console, but I know that the one of you guys please let me know down in the comment section how much it holds. But yeah, 50 gigs, 100 gigs. So you'll see that a lot of PlayStation games will hold the game on the disc. So let's go ahead, move the camera on over to the TV and check it out and see if we can install it with no internet. So bam. So first things first, as you guys know, I normally am connected to the internet, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to disconnect from the internet. Now I'm just setting up the camera here so you guys can get a full view, full picture. You guys can see everything that's going on. Alright, so as always, we're in the welcome screen and we are connected to the internet because here are all the little news tabs. Only pop up if we're connected. PlayStation Store populates. We can go click on a game, purchase it, download it, install it because we are connected to the internet. Alright, same thing goes with PS Plus. Always takes a second. So now we're gonna go ahead, go to settings, network, settings, connect to the internet, turn that off. Once we go back to the main screen, the welcome screen, it'll let us know you're offline. Go online to use this feature. We're currently disconnected from the internet. PlayStation Store, you're offline. Same thing. PS Plus, go online to discover PlayStation Plus. So we are currently disconnected. Next, we're going to go ahead, take the game, and stick it in. That's what she said. But first, we're going to go ahead and move the camera on over to the PS5 right over there. You're going to see me stick it in. Once again, I do this so there's no confusion about, well, you didn't really put the game in. You already had it installed. That's why it works. Once again, I will repeat myself. I do this because I want to find out myself, y'all. Alright, so we should see a queue for copy on the bottom left-hand side of the screen somewhere. And there it is. So it started installing automatically. It looks like we got 82.932 gigs. Okay, well, it's gonna be a hefty install, so it's gonna be about an hour long. So we'll go ahead and let it do its thing. Before we fast forward, let's check the information. So on the disk, we have version 1.0, and once again, 82.94 gigs. On the case, it says 98 gigs. So we are what? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 16 gigs short of what the case says to what the console says that's on the disc. So hefty install. Now this game I did get the platinum, but of course since we are disconnected from the internet, we cannot see that. Usually it'll populate right here along with what friends of yours are playing this game. But let's go ahead. I'll catch you guys in roughly an hour once this game is done installing. For you, it'll be like this. For me, I actually gotta wait it out. So we'll see you guys in a bit. And we are done with the installation of Spider-Man, y'all. A little bit, it took shorter than I thought it would. It was only about 40 minutes, but I was busy doing something else, so I didn't get to it right away. But here we are. So Spider-Man 2 is completely installed. We are still disconnected from the internet, right? You're offline, and you're offline. Let's go ahead and double check the information real quick. So once again, guys, we are version 1.0, 82.95 gigs. So let's go ahead and start the game up. And by the way, every single PlayStation first-party game that I've tested has played without internet, so I do not expect this to be any different. And here we go, that Sony Interactive Entertainment presents. Love it. I love this title screen menu, man. The big hitters. Now I want to give a huge shout out to Nelson Gaming Culture and Thrifty PS Gamer. We got this game all at the same time, of course. Highly anticipated game. But what was cool about this game is that even though it's a single player game, okay, look at this. Okay, so new game. Would you like to watch a recap of the events leading up to this moment? No. We just want to see if it plays with no internet. Oh snap, I forgot it jumps right into it. Can I skip this? Alright, I cannot skip this. But what we'll do is I'll continue with my story while this is playing. So Thrifty PS Gamer and Nelson Gaming Culture,
are you good?
We would play this game and we would start up a party chat on PlayStation and we would talk about the game while we're playing the game. And since we all worked full-time jobs, we all, had about the same amount of free time available. I remember, I think the game came out on a Thursday. Friday morning, we were just texting each other all day, like, oh man, I can't wait. Like, what we played last night was super badass, blah, blah. And then Saturday came about, and I think we all started playing right away in the morning. But the whole time, we're just shooting this shit, talking with each other about, oh man, did you get to this part yet? Without spoiling anything, right? We would say something like, hey man, I saw this very cool thing around this section. Do you know what I'm talking about? And then we'll be like, yeah, dude. And then we just start talking about that. Or it'd be like, no, I didn't. Then I would bring it back and we would talk about something else. But we talked about the game basically the whole playthrough. I mean, Spider-Man 2 took me, I think it was 42 hours to beat or something like that. And that was my #1 complaint with the game. Actually, not my #1, but in my top 3 complaints of the game was I felt like the game was a little bit too short. I felt like they should have gave us an extra 5-6 hours. If I could have got 50 hours of gameplay out of this game, this game would have been a 10 out of 10 for me. But that's just a me thing, right? Everybody's different. But man, we had a great time being able to chat with your buddies. So I recommend the same thing, man. So if there's a game that you and your friends are interested in playing, but it's a single player game, dude, start a party chat. Start a party chat. And the cool thing is, since we're all interested in playing the game, hearing to the dialogue and what they're saying, we would shut up whenever there is dialogue and we just sit there and listen. You know, like there's dead silence the whole time because we are enjoying the game. But whenever there's no dialogue and we're just doing our straight up combat or whatever, then we will start talking again. You know, it's not like you're on the phone with your girlfriend and you want to keep the conversation going. No, it was nothing like that, man. It was just like, oh, bro, I just did this, and we would talk, bro. Had a great time. And don't just take it from me. Thrifty says the same thing. Nelson says the same thing, man. So definitely recommend it. Once again, I'm trying to skip past this part, but it's not letting me, so we have to watch it. By the length, L. And remember, once we are done testing it, we're then going to go ahead, turn the internet back on, and see if there's an update and how big.
Mr. Morales, is it? Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself? I'm sure. Okay, class. Read chapter 4 or 5 or whatever. Miles, I need this job. If the principal comes back and sees I'm gone, I'm gonna get fired. I know, but you gotta see this.
Man, the opening to this game is so badass, bro. Let me see if there's a way of skip cinematic. Oh, there we go. I wish I would have known that. Can I skip this cinematic? No. Oh, here we go. There you go. So the game definitely works, y'all. And I'll leave it there. No spoilers. No spoilers. But Sony, PlayStation, Insomniac. Good job, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. Put the damn game on the disc. Let me be a full owner of the game. Shout out to you guys. Will it play with no internet? Abso-freaking-lutely, man. You can install it and you can play it with no internet. For those of you guys that say, why would anybody play without internet? Dude, listen to me, man. Even though I answered this already, I don't know many single player gamers that will go buy a game, turn the internet off, and then just play it. That's not what we do, man. The reason we test this stuff is, one, is for ownership, preservation. But two, not everybody can afford to pay for internet every single month. There are some people who don't pay for internet 4 or 5 times out the year, or 4 or 5 months out the year, because things are expensive. The economy isn't that good. We are all struggling with the cost of things, all right? I know some people that use their mobile hotspot because all they need the internet for is to stream movies, right? So there's a lot of different reasons, and that's not even including just network being out, or thunderstorm knocks out electricity, or not electricity, but your internet, or your internet just goes down. A lot of different things can happen, y'all. It's not just about, oh yeah, we're going to turn it off so you can play it. It's like, come on, man. But there it is. Let's go ahead, turn the internet back on, man. Let's see if there's an update to this game and also how big. So we're going to go back up to the settings, network settings, turn the internet back on. All right, so we are definitely back on because we're in the welcome screen and all these little news article thingies are popping back up. PlayStation Store is up and running, right? I can go to The Last of Us right now. What is this? Okay, never mind. Let's click this next one, Madden 25. Yeah, Last of Us Complete Edition without the multiplayer aspect of it. Sheesh. See, I can go to Madden, purchase it right now if I wanted to, only because the internet is working, PS Store is working, and of course PS Plus is working. So I can go here to Overcooked 2 and buy it. I thought this was part of PS Plus. Did they freaking take it out or something? Anyways, so there you are. There you are. Let's go check to see this update. Now, I know there is a DLC, which is just outfits for this game. But we'll see how big this up. So there'll be an update for that for sure. But let's see how big it is. Okay. Oh, wow. 39.396. Okay. So you go from version 1.0 to version 1.004.003. I forgot that there is a PS5 Pro enhanced version of the game. So I'm guessing that that update will handle that. But yeah, there you are. Here I am, 42 hours clocked on PlayStation, and I have the platinum for this game. The only thing that I don't have is a New Game Plus, which is I've been waiting for a New Game Plus to see if they were gonna drop a DLC, but last year I think it was with the or the year before with the Insomniac leaks, we found out that they're not gonna do a DLC, which is extremely unfortunate because Spiderman 2018 did have DLC, and so that's what I was waiting for, man. But I guess not. So I'll eventually play the game again. But there y'all have it, man. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, I have over 400 video games, y'all. So if there is something you would like for me to test to see if you can play it with no internet, hit the comment section down below. Let me know what it is. And I'm getting to these games in the order they were requested. Some games I get to them sooner than others for whatever reason. I may not own it. If I don't own it, I'll put it on a wish list, and if I ever see it on sale at a price that I'm willing to pay for it, and I'm interested in it, I will go ahead and purchase it and we'll test it then. But hit the comment section, let me know what you guys want me to test next. Hit the notification button, the subscribe button. Also, Discord link will be in the description of the video. Hope to see you guys there. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next one. Keep it gaming.